Bulldozer action by the UP Sarkar is being talked about. Jo galat karega, waha bulldozer chalega. Wrongdoers shall face bulldozers. That's an equivocal statement of intent coming from Deputy Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Keshav Prasad Maurya, as he warned those indulging in violence in the state. And keeping with zero tolerance to crime policy, bulldozers have been brought out for those accused of planning and executing riots across the state. We've seen that action already take place. Yesterday it was Javed Pump, who has been accused of being one of the key conspirators in violence in Prayagraj, whose illegal property was razed in a planned demolition exercise. Today, we saw his family come out to that they are being framed. So that's a counter allegation that came in from the family's end. In fact, his daughter Afreen is an ex-JNU student, and there are protests that have been going on against the Yogi Sarkar for what they call action against Muslims.
देखिए ये पूरा मलबा पड़ा हुआ है। 2 मंजिल मकान था, 3 जेसीबी लगाए गए थे और जो पूरा इलाका है उसे पुलिस छावनी में तब्दील कर दिया गया था। जो आसपास के घरों के लोग हैं उन्हें कहा गया था कि घरों में अंदर ही रहें। ऊपर पुलिस डिप्लॉयमेंट किया गया था ताकि कोई गली में लोग इकट्ठे ना हो, छतों पर लोग इकट्ठे ना हो, ताकि अनहोनी के हालातों से बचा जा सके। तो अब कार्रवाई केवल जावेद मोहम्मद के घर के ऊपर नहीं हुई है, बल्कि अटाला इलाके में जहां जहां अतिक्रमण है और जो आरोपी हैं, जिनकी अवैध इमारतें हैं, जिनका नक्शा पास नहीं, जिन्होंने अतिक्रमण कर रखा है, उन सबको इस कार्रवाई के दायरे में लाया जाएगा।
हमारे पिताजी को तो एकदम से फ्रेम करा गया है अचानक से, क्योंकि इससे पहले कभी उनका किसी चीज नाम भी नहीं था, जैसे उन्होंने बताया। उस दिन पूरे दिन घर में थे, घर के पास वाली मस्जिद में नमाज पढ़ा था और आकर हम ही लोग के साथ सब लोग ने साथ में खाना खाया था। शाम में वो नमाज पढ़ने गए थे मगरिब की, फिर उसके बाद वो आने में थोड़ा देरी हुई थी। उसी वक्त पुलिस आई और उनको घर के बाहर आके खड़ी होकर ये पूछ रही थी जावेद साहब को भेजिए।
Well, the action is just not limited to Prayagraj and Kanpur. Administration started sealing the properties of those allegedly involved in the 3rd June violence. So, bulldozer action could come in there as well. The police have sealed 3 properties in various areas. Kanpur Development Authority has said properties built by Haji Wasi, Shabi Salim and HS Malik without taking proper clearance have been sealed. They are linked to alleged mastermind of Kanpur violence, Zafar Hayat Hashmi. Now, we all know that name. Earlier, illegal properties of his aides were demolished as well, but his role has very much been under scanner. Remains to be seen whether or not we will be seeing a similar action come in days to come. But yes, that's what the Sarkar is up to. They have decided that they will be going ahead with bulldozer action, but not against poor, only those who are involved in crime and mafia across the state. There's a ground report filed by one of my colleagues.
Prayagraj, the house of last Friday's violence accused Javed Pump was pulled down by the Prayagraj Development Authority. The Kanpur Development Authority and the local authorities here, including police, have been taking action in the matter of the 3rd June violence that happened here in the parade area, continuing with which this house has been sealed. In fact, 3 such properties have been sealed, which actually belong to the close aides of the prime conspirator in the Kanpur violence case, Zafar Hayat Hashmi. And these are people who are known to be associates who actually financially helped Zafar Hayat Hashmi as well, which is why they were identified by the police. And now many of these properties which were under construction, which were being built without having a proper approved building plan from the local development authority, they were being built, and this such 3 properties have been sealed.
All right, so yes, there you heard some of the reactions, but what is also interesting is that the UP government track record has several examples to prove that the action has been even-handed. The demolition does not see religion, and priority is maintaining law and order. They say that if you do try and play around with the law and order situation in the state, then strictest of action will be taken. And we've seen that reaction come in from Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Govt, Deputy Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh also reiterating and towing the same line. So we've seen these kind of developments take place. Many questions, of course, being asked of the Uttar Pradesh government, or whether or not this has been done under the ambit of law, whether or not due process has been followed. Parties Samajwadi Party, the Congress and the AIMIM have given out repeated reactions and have certainly not taken it well, calling it selected targeting. So those are the reactions that have been coming in, but we've seen the bulldozer action already take place on the residential building of Javed Ahmed, who the Uttar Pradesh Sarkar believes, the police believes, is one of the key conspirators in what happened on the streets of Prayagraj. Let me go across to both our guests joining us this evening. Priyanka, Tiberwal, lawyer and political analyst, is with us. We also have Tauseef, who's a political analyst. Very good evening to both of you, and thank you for taking out your time. Priyanka, what would you make of the kind of comments that are coming in from the Samajwadi Party, the Congress, the AIMIM, all of whom are saying this is selective targeting, it's smacks of retaliation, it's smacks of revenge?
Samajwadi Party can say whatever they want to, because we have seen that and witnessed that during the time when they were in power, what kind of Gundaism used to prevail in Uttar Pradesh. And today these miscreants, they know that they cannot evade the bulldozer, because whatever is happening, any kind of illegal construction, any kind of illegal activities will not be tolerated, and they are getting a proper answer. Now what they are saying, that selective things are being done. So this is not true. Because if it is true, they are the largest opposition, they should challenge the same. But not a single episode were they able to prove the same. Now, whatever in the past we have seen that the properties have been bulldozed, it is in regard to those people who are having illegal properties, and it is in regard to those miscreants who have played with the life of the people of Uttar Pradesh, who have dealt in any kind of illegal activities, these hate mongerings and this spread of violence. So all this is being done to their properties, and I believe this is absolutely correct. And I seriously believe that this should have been done in West Bengal as well. But we see the opposite here. Here we see that supporters of a particular party, which is
Priyanka, in this case, they're being able to build an argument also because we've seen a twist to this entire case, with the lawyers of the family now coming out and saying that the house is actually not Javed Ahmed's, it's on his wife. So why is it that this illegal demolition has taken place? That's what the family is alleging. Well, 4 advocates of Allahabad High Court have written to the Chief Justice of India, and Tauseef, you can come in on that. Where do you think this seems to be heading at the moment? They're very confident this is an illegal bulldozer action that has been taken.
Absolutely illegal. Absolutely illegal action. No, the law says that if you find someone participating in a protest, and when that protest turns violent, you go and you demolish their wife's house. Nowhere in the law says so. We see the bulldozer action is actually political voyeurism. And if Yogi Adityanath is doing this in order to send a message to his vote bank, perhaps he thinks he is pleasing his vote bank. Hope that he is wrong, because people of India...
But the fact is also that the Prayagraj Development Authority had put out that notice, which the show cause notice that was first sent on the 10th of May. So interesting developments. Let's see how that plays out. I'm going to have to leave it at that. Thank you both of you for joining us this evening.